They're led by Cheyenne Wilson. She's averaging 10 points per game, which is the most of anyone on her team, but most impressively, 4.6 assists per game, which is third in this tournament.
We're able to take care of business defensively and pour in 110 points in that one. They had 31 steals, Kelsey, in that game. So Canda could exploit that. Bonus for them. Off we go here in Santiago, Chile, and over and back to begin things as Colley caught it in the front court and then stepped in the backcourt. Kayla Alexander, the captain for Team Canada, directing traffic. Now hands to Sammy Hill. Hill pulls up at the foul line, gets the first two of the night for Team Canada. Averaging
almost 20 points less than the USA, and so you're going to have to really be aggressive and take it to them early.
Straight line drive that time for Olivia Miles.
Used her first step, her second step.
Played for the Hurricanes and last season with LSU. Beers inside, swallowed up by Kayla Alexander. Talked about the turnovers kind of mounting up for the Americans, averaging 17 per game in this tournament, but there they come up with the theft, and it's Blake's for two.
In this entire tournament, as you see Blake's there with the, get to see some of those later on in the game.
Tara Wallach, number 8 in red, on the floor now for Team Canada. Shea Colley waiting for the Alexander screen. Colley at the nail, drills it.
A college star in Reagan Beers. That's going to be a really fun one as they bump bodies down low.
She's guarding Madison Booker right now. Booker back to the basket. Pulls on the mid-range jump shot, can't get it to fall. Beers battling for the rebound inside and able to put it up and in. A tough finish by Beers will send her to the line for one more. Silas Swords, a Michigan phenom, into the game now for Canada and gets in the score sheet with a dime to Kayla Alexander.
You almost see a sigh of relief from Reagan Beers there, like finally, no more open offensive rebounds for Team Canada.
Well, how about the Americans now picking up an O board? That's their second of the game. Olivia Miles says enough of that. I'm going to put one in.
Other shooters get going, and it's Olivia Miles off the glass.
That leads to a Miles break. Blake's underneath, rejected by Alexander. Dave Wilson now pushing the other way. The bounce to Colley, and Colley with the finish.
Really keep in mind, they bring in 4 new players. USA brings in 5. I'm looking at bench points. The USA coming into this one is averaging 56 points off their bench. Canada.
Wallach there for the rebound, and Dave Wilson just saving it, but right to Miles. Blake's for 3, indeed.
On that offensive end, that's tough. Olivia Miles with a big 3.
Swords trying to work on Blake's. Alexander at the nail, finding 2. Russell and Swords, the 5 for Canada. It's Gibb trying to penetrate. That was blocked by Smith. Kept it in play. Russell blew the layup. Van Sluten tough inside with the offensive rebound. Still time for her to shoot. Swallowed up by Swords, and that's how we will end the first 10 minutes of play. The 5 for Canada. Hill, Swords, Russell, Ejim, and Sammy Hill. Neatkins on the drive. Can't get the layup. Stolke there to clean up the glass. Hidalgo dumps Sammy Hill to the floor and pops a jumper. Whenever Team USA decides to, as you see Hidalgo dropping, Neatkins called for it. Over the top, Smith thought about a 3, now takes the 3, indeed.
When you see the 2 bigs, you see Van Sluten, you see Stolke down low with great rebounding position. It gives you such freedom to let it fly from up top.
Smith shooting 40% from 3, but how about the defense there that time, denying Sword. Dave Wilson, center of the court. Alexander battling for post position. Hidalgo ripped Dave Wilson. Attacking the rim, Hidalgo off the window and a flex. She'll go to the line for one more.
Hannah Hidalgo, like I said, that fire from her.
Won a gold medal at the U17 in 2022 for the Americans as Alexander missed an easy one. Ejim on the cleanup. And that finally gives Canada their first basket here in the quarter. In the quarterfinals against the Dominican Republic, to your point, Kelsey, able to come alive off the bench and knock down a couple of jumpers, and you saw the sigh of relief in that game every time one went in. And Edwards, good catch. Can't finish it. Gets her own. Battling between 3 Canadian jerseys. Alexander with the block. You go down there, you better be strong with the basketball. Sammy Hill finds Egypt, rejected by Flage.
And we're going to see the block from...
Saw Flage head to the bench. She's still wincing after taking the shot and now heading back to the locker room. Meanwhile, Shea was rejected by Beers, who have been fantastic, by the way, all week long here in Santiago. Russell, tough layup over Beers.
She makes a really big impact in toughness and communication you'll see on the defensive end here.
Can also stretch the floor at the 4 spot as Chai comes up with the rejection inside. 2-man game between the former high school teammates Day Wilson and Chai. Russell for 3 on cue.
She heard you, Carlin.
Maybe I should coach.
Years in a row, she was the best forward in college basketball. Something I can't even fathom, quite honestly.
Close affair so far in this first half. Beers deep post position, falling away. That's off. Booker with a strong rebound, counted and the foul. Russell with 3 to shoot. That was Miles all over her. Gibbs somehow got a look at the rim. Chai inside to put it back in.
You know, tied here, but you hate a turnover. It's just so depleting going the other way. And when you have Madison Booker on the floor, it just continues to feel like you're battling uphill.
Poked by the bigger Smith. Both players go to the deck. Who has it? It's Hidalgo in the open floor. Cannot spin it home, but got her own and put it back up and in.
That's 14 fast break points for Team USA compared to Canada's only 2. Or make it 4 now as Marissa Russell hears me talking.
Kim comes up with the steal and puts it up and in. Ties the game at 31. Egypt with the defensive rebound that time. And Day Wilson weaving her way through traffic. Swords, who just checked in for Cauley, pops the shot that time. Swords turning the corner on Neatkins, stopping in the lane. A nice pass inside to Alexander, who kisses it off the window. Getting on as her captain, Kayla Alexander. And you see 8 assists on their 37 points. Booker can't hit the midi. Van Slooten with the offensive rebound. Hidalgo now driving to the rim. Hannah Hidalgo, a problem right now for Canada.
Around on the offensive end as it's Hannah Hidalgo allergic to standing around. Getting her teammates motivated. It's the assist so far, and you see here she's going to look to start something for Team USA in this possession.
Gets it inside to Stolke, who was into the game off the bench, and she ties it up. Swords. Line drive shot there by Swords off the mark, and she slipped on the logo and has to hustle to get back. Blake's for 3. Another lead change in this basketball game.
If you're Team Canada, you look at that number and you say, we can't afford to send 4 or 5 to the offensive glass. You gotta get back on defense.
A tough drive that time by Sammy Hill as she's able to kiss it in off the window. At the key for the pass, finally gets it, spinning in the lane, one-legged jump shot not there. Ball up for grabs, who wants it? Hidalgo, of course, gets it. Hidalgo, dish to Van Slooten. And right now, in the third quarter, they're trying to stretch this lead that they have. They've been +5 here in the quarter so far. Gibb with the shot clock winding down finds Egypt, who drills a shot, a much-needed basket that time for Canada.
Yeah, we see that's exactly. We've been talking about that stagnant offense. That time she finds Egypt as she cuts out, and so you get so much more movement. You're rewarded with an open look.
Olivia Miles the other way with the great hesitation and kiss off the window.
Cutting out, and so you look for the movement there, and no movement needed as they try and find one of the shooters. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got a 3-point attempt here.
It's Gibb who rejects the screen, driving in, count it, and the foul.
Not the 3-point play I was thinking of, but I mean, it's worth the same amount, right?
Both teams shooting well from the free throw line in this one. Canada perfect. Team USA 91%. Hidalgo, ball fake to the rim. That was pretty. Booker fires it over to Blakes. Blake's attacking the rim. Blocked by Day Wilson. Day Wilson with the rejection. And the push the other way. Euro stepping her way to the cup. Can't get that to drop. And Hidalgo now. Shot out of a cannon the other way. Bounce pass to Smith. And she's able to get it to drop. Hidalgo with time to get it up. Good if it goes. Hannah Hidalgo putting on a show in Santiago, Chile.
When Hannah Hidalgo showed us what she was made of in that second quarter.
We've seen that all day long in our previous two matchups. The whistles have been silent for most of the off-ball physicality as Booker pulls up and drops one home. It slipped out of her hands. Edwards to Blake's, and Blake's takes a hit. No whistle. That would have been Cauley's fifth foul. We play on. 5-on-4 for Canada. Cauley steps into a three and drills it. Cauley running off of the Alexander screen. Ejim did not come to the basketball. Booker with the rip and the lay.
And that's 5 turnovers now for Canada in the fourth quarter alone.
Strong screen by Alexander. Cauley to the rim, missed it. And she's calling for a foul. She's going to get teed up. Canada able to get it right back as Dave Wilson was hiding behind Booker. She attacks the rim, blocked by Booker, goes out of bounds. And Kara Lawson saying she didn't touch the basketball. Pleading for possession here. Here's the play.
8 turnovers already, 8 steals for Team USA, but USA just not being able to convert on the other side is keeping this game close and gives Canada a chance.
Yeah,
the door's still open for them to get back into it.
They were trying to unwrap that gift, and it stays wrapped. Hidalgo, straight line drive to the hoop. No one stopping the basketball that time.
Hidalgo to go along with 4 rebounds, 4 assists. She's almost just tried to make it look pretty. She gets extra points for the prettiness on that one, but
Dave Wilson, yeah, her jump shot not there. Ejim could not convert on the board. Hidalgo crossing over in the lane, floats it in. Oh, Hannah Hidalgo, have yourself a night.
Hannah Hidalgo is just having fun with it right now, and I mean, as she should. What a finish.
Russell's going to set the screen for her. They get the switch. Gibb, watched by Van Sloten. Gibb fighting her way in the lane. Van Sloten blocks her. Swords is 2 not there. Blake will clear.
4 shooters out on the court right now, so I understand the lineup from Team Canada looking to get some points on the board.
Gibb blocked by Blake's. Alexander puts it up. That doesn't fall, and Blake's clears. Look at this closeout by Blake's.
They have a chance here to put in their second bucket of the quarter.
Sammy Hill sneaking along the baseline, rejected by Smith. Oh, what a block. And you see the block here by Smith. Hill has it on the logo. Has to work quickly, no time. Hill, Alexander rolling, and finally puts in a basket for Canada. And wonder what could have been if shots were able to fall in the fourth. Another miss. And that's how we end this basketball game. What a performance by Hannah Hidalgo.